Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. A man is in police custody after a female traffic controller was allegedly struck by a stolen SUV at Jesmond this morning. Officers were pursuing the silver Mercedes, which had been reported stolen from Saltash, when the car allegedly struck the 21-year-old woman on Newcastle Road just before 2 a.m. Police immediately rendered first aid to the woman while the alleged driver was arrested after a short foot chase. He's been taken to Waratah Police Station, while the woman has been taken to the John Hunter Hospital in a stable condition, suffering pelvic injuries. Motorists are being advised to avoid the Jesmond roundabout as investigations continue. Residents around North Lambton are being advised not to be alarmed if they see smoke in the area this morning. Fire and rescue and RFS crews will be carrying out a hazard reduction burn in Janet Street, kicking off at 10 o'clock. Nearby residents are advised to keep windows and doors closed. It's not clear at this stage how long the burn will take. Maitland residents are being asked to give feedback on the council's performance through their communication and engagement strategy ahead of the upcoming election. It comes after the initial strategy was launched in 2022. Strategic Engagement Officer Elizabeth Hill says locals are able to have their voices heard online or in person through community events.
We do have an online survey available at the Maitland Your Say website, but we are also popping up at different community events and having engagement activities that people can participate in.
Residents can participate by attending the Local Government Week morning tea at the Maitland Administration Centre on August 1 from 9 a.m. Hunter New England Health has been awarded a $160,000 state grant to help combat food waste. The government has allocated $4.6 million in grants to community organisations in a bid to stop edible food from going to landfill. Hunter New England Health will use its grant to help the business sector prevent food waste. Restricted parking could be increased in the Newcastle CBD. Council last night supported a notice of motion to review the existing 2-hour parking from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturdays, looking to extend the restriction until 4 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays in the Hunter and King Street area. Council will undertake a review of timed parking restrictions in the area bound by King Street, Scott Street, Hunter Street, Derby Street and Pacific Street in a bid to improve parking turnover on weekday evenings as well as weekends and public holidays. There's calls for nominations to be made for this year's Newcastle Volunteer Service Awards. The awards look to pay tribute to the work carried out by volunteers, including the role they play in community organisations dedicated to areas such as aged care and education. Federal Newcastle MP Sharon Claydon says volunteers have a big role to play.
There are literally hundreds of people that gather who are completely selfless, and yet our community, we would literally come to a grinding halt if it were not for the volunteer efforts of those people.
Nominations can be made via Sharon Claydon's website and close on August 30.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights women's coach Ben Jeffries has put the focus on keeping up with the sport's evolution ahead of the side's NRLW opener with the Roosters tomorrow night. After 2 seasons at the top, Jeffries says it's important the side keeps up with the ever-changing game.
How the game is about to evolve in the female space is going to get quicker, faster. With that, they become stronger, so that's the challenge that we've thrown down to them.
Jets winger Clayton Taylor is set to lead the new-look attack for the club's Australia Cup playoff against Western United tonight. He's expected to line up alongside new recruit Lachlan Rose up front as the team attempts to qualify for the round of 32. Meanwhile, Newcastle Olympic coach Paul DeVitis believes his side needs to control their frustrations better after their 2-1 loss to Broadmeadow on the weekend. Olympics' next match is on Saturday against New Lambton, with a win putting the club 1 foot into the NPL final series. And also, Northern New South Wales Football has confirmed the abandoned NPL clash between Western and Charlestown will be resumed on a later date. That's sport. I'm Jessie Dennett.
And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 1, 10, 12, 15, 29, 33 and 42. And the supplementaries are 4, 30 and 32. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.